Hey everyone, I thought I'd just YOLO it a little bit tonight. Yeah, just do some contracts, get a bit. Although to be fair, I don't really need the cash. I got 5 mil, so that's quite a bit. But whatevs. Um, that's done. Done. Doing. Uh, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So we need a probe with a Science Junior, which I think is. Probably should actually put a probe core on it, shouldn't I? Hex. 1800's nothing. Accelerometer. Oh, they're kind of expensive. Communication dish. When you generate power. I know they say, give me a sec. They say that it has to be when, fully assembled. I think it's probably always been like that, just never explicitly stated it, and people are probably getting a little bit upset. um, mute. Better. Little engine. That could. Nice. That should do. Get a little bit more power. Yeah, power generation. Interesting way. 2 ton. Alrighty then. A bit more control, I think. You know what? We probably should find out what we're actually doing. Interesting. Can't find much information about it on Google, but according to a Reddit post, oh, hang on, it's called a Molnier orbit, an inclined and eccentric, used by the USSR for communications as the high apoapsis. This would allow the satellite to get a lot of time over the USSR before quickly falling down to the periapsis. Satellites would be last 3-hour orbits, so it would be over the USSR twice a day. Huh, okay, so it's a Molniya, Molniya. Yeah, I did notice it was a bit up, a bit funky looking. Okay. Whoa. So yeah, I guess the US being essentially northern hemisphere, um, it would give it a lot. Yeah, that is right. It would give it a lot of time, and then for minimal time over that. Cool. Right. So what I'll do is I'll wait, because I'll conduct my launch. Yeah, well, that's probably a good time. So, shoot. Boo. I ran out of power. Okay. I have an idea. Power check and excuse me. Um, Here we are. That'll do. As you can see, I still have power. Yep, I'm going on the right. Got the right trajectory. Ish. 53. My thing is decreasing, which is nice. Oof, I'm going way too fast already. Well, I'm barely at not even at 50% yet, so I think I should be able to punch through the atmosphere before it becomes a problem. that. Could have been worse. Could have been much worse. I think that's turned out really nicely. Okay. Oh yeah. So I had thought, I watched one of Matt Lowndes' videos, and I thought to myself, because he set himself up a satellite relay network, I'm like, huh, that's a really good idea. So I think I'm going to have to do that. And the idea is it's not just any old, like, I mean, it sounds like it kind of sounds like it's just a network, give me a sec, just waiting for this burn. Sounds complex, but it really isn't. And it's not even that many moving parts either. It should only take a few years to set up. So yeah, essentially what it is you set up a bunch of probes around say between maybe Duna and Joule. So it's not going to be probably just beyond Duna's orbit actually. A bunch of relay satellites, and the idea is they'll give you better reception further out, which actually could be really helpful for um, my thingamajig mission. Oh, darn it. Okay. It's all good. Anyway, that's better. I can just kill that now. Cool. It's going to be easier to do my adjustment orbit up there. So my adjustment up there, which is cool. Yeah, and then of course you have to, so going back to my comm system or whatever, relay network, it'd just be say 5 of them in a sort of, that have identical orbits. So they'd maintain sort of an equidistant positioning relative to each other. So it should provide very good coverage. That might require a little bit of planning though. Well, it's only 9:15. I could probably, and I've only been going there this quarter of an hour, I could probably do it. Cool. Okay, so it's one of these ones. Oop, not that one. Interesting. Um, I'm not entirely certain what the problem is. My orbit's pretty damn perfect. Hmm. Maybe that's too far out. 13 kilometers is a bit. I'll keep just adjusting until I'll get it eventually, I hope. There we are. That must be it. Cool. See, I'll just do contracts today, and then I'll look at doing the relay network. Because something else I need to do is I also need to go ahead and um, no, I do not want to do that. We'll deal with this though. I think what I'll do now is I'll go and go to repair a satellite around the Mun. Yeah, that'll be exciting. I don't have to, but I'm gonna. That'll do. I think what I'll do is I'll design the probe and Yep. Think how much I'm actually going to need. Far out. This is going to be complicated. No, it's not. So, what I mean to say is it's going to be, I'm going to have to make sure each probe is going to have enough fuel. The center's going to be also a probe as well, which is something that Mr. Lown did, but, so I've done that in the past, so I can technically claim that it's not copying. Um, yeah, I must put a decent amount of investment into this thing. Um, I honestly don't need to do that, but I'm going to because, I mean, technically it's generating radiation, and you don't want that to be interfering with your main probe, so yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm doing that. Nice. 6,900 kilometers. Okay. Okay, it sounded like I heard that sounded like a bit of an explosion. Fireworks, that's what it is. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. It's like, ooh, that's not ideal. Yes. So give me a second. Yeah, there's a couple of loud bangs. Kind of sounded like like fireworks, but just down the road. But no idea. Not a car backfiring, so we have no idea. Anyway, this is where I can get a little bit more creative. Um, idea behind this is not, as why I'm doing this is it's not going to make the probes, the mass of the probes damn it. The mass of the probes isn't going to be a problem. Sorry, the mass of the probes isn't going to be offset and cause an issue. So, yeah. And by doing it like this, it's quite light. The thing's way next to nothing. Yeah. Cool. Not overly expensive either. Then why are they not quite? Oh, I know why they're not quite in line. It's because the these aren't quite right. Interesting. Better. That's better. Um. Cool. Ooh, 2,000 meters per second, 8 March. Um. Aerodynamic. Baby nose cone. 2 baby nose cone. There we are. So essentially what needs to happen is this needs to get out to an orbit. Once I'm at said orbit, I need these to complete. This needs to have enough fuel to circularize. That's pretty much all that needs to happen. And I also need to put batteries in these things as well, because I do not have any batteries. Better. Should give me some really nice coverage, I hope. Okay, so I'm not launching just yet. I'm just going to see what the delta V requirements are. That'll do. Okay. Oop. Okay. That's delta V, 1500 meters per second. I'm going to make a nice 45. Okay. Ooh, no, I think I should be fine. That'll do. Okay. Okay, so 1600 meters per second. Plus I'm going to need a little bit extra, because the... Oh, excuse me, farted. Oh yeah, because the idea is I want to get out this far, then then I want to swing back in, so that when I swing back out again, I'm going to be exactly 1/5 of an orbit. I might actually push that out to 50,000. How much more delta V they'll use? Okay, so say 1800. And that's from a low orbit as well. And then 1800, so we'll say 1800 to get out to that orbit as well. Oh, it shouldn't be that much more. I think I just called it relay, didn't I? Relay network. I didn't. Nuts. No, Kerbal relay. Cool. That's actually probably enough. So what we're going to do now is do that. Do that. Okay, there's more than enough fuel. Awesome. Oh, excuse me. So this just needs to get out to that location. Then it'll just drop these off one by one, and when it's the last one, it'll do its orbit. So there will be enough fuel left over. Only 32 tons and 200,000. That's actually that's a really good buy. It's a bargain. See what it does on a launch pad, eh? I think I'll launch this and then it'll be me for tonight. Nice. Struts seem to be working good. Just in case we need to get some science from all the way out there. Okay, how much does this thing weigh? 32 ton. Okay. That should do. So this thing is designed to lift, hang on. To assembly. The thing is designed to lift, how many tons? 40 tons, and this thing's only 32, so it should be fine. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. This is just to get around the fuel cross-feed thing. Huh, why is that not working? There we are. It'll do. Yeah, that's better. Just gonna make it weigh a little bit more over there, but that should be fine. What's been happening? Not much really. I probably should have been following the news a bit more. There was a meteor shower earlier on in the week, but we had clouds, so I didn't see anything. Working on my networking cabinet. I'm going to be jamming some Autex in my wardrobe to help dampen the noise because my networking switch is way too loud. I haven't installed it yet because of that. I'm also looking at setting up a video game streaming, so essentially I can play games remotely. well, the hardware's here. The idea would be more for just LAN parties, and it's to be older games. So, um, yeah, I'm trying to get it to go on Windows 7, which has proven to be a little bit more interesting. This is remarkably stable. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing lately. And work. And I've just realised that I'm getting quite high, so I probably need to put my more into horizontal velocity. You don't want too much up. That'll do. 90. 90 kilometers. Probably should have put a shroud around this, but meh. Put landing legs on this. That'll do. Cool. And I think I'll leave it. Nah, I can get my orbit going. I think. Oh, hang on, Drez. That's where I was thinking. I could probably do it a lot quicker. I'll do 25,000, I think. Seems to be bang on in the middle of the sun. Okay, it's going to be a 10-minute burn. Okay, so 8 seconds, 56. 4:56 is when I need to go. Oh, that's good. Wouldn't it be nice if that had been getting used? So yeah, about 10-minute burn. I'm doing a 2.5, 4 times time warp, so it's going to take about 2.5 minutes in real time. So yeah, the idea is I'm going to create a series of very powerful relays about that sort of orbit. That should mean that so long as I can see, so long as I can see it. So even from Joule, so long as I've got sort of, rather than just sort of having to hit the planet, which if it's behind the sun, it's not going to work. Which, to be fair, that won't be doing that too often. But even still, yeah. And like I said, the main reason is that it's my and you know this could have an issue as well, and it should make visiting Drews a bit easier. I need to visit Drews. I've never visited before. Funny, I haven't visited many of the moons of Joule either. I've been playing this game so long. There's so much I just have not done. This is the furthest I've probably got. I've done stuff. I've YOLO'd stuff like just gone ahead and what do you call it? Built crazy space stations. Like I made a ring station 8 years ago. Okay. Cool. Cool. So that's about 20 minutes beforehand. God, I need to make an alarm for that as well. Okay. Okay, so I've barely got communication with Kerbin, which isn't ideal. Hang on. Sweet. Well, that was easy. I thought I was going to have to time warp. I do not. Cool. So I'm going to have to do some. I'm going to have to go find some way to calculate how I'm going to make this work. And yeah, so I'll do. Oh, nice. Yeah, some tard. Just spam. Or I should say tard. It's a bot spamming my chat. I do not tolerate that. Bot immediately get rejected. Anyway, peace out, Jib says hi, and we'll see you guys next time.